Hey guys, it is Holy Basil back with another video. Here I am beating up my hamstrings, and this is 405 on the bar. Really trying to dig deep on these and push the weight. I think I might kind of back off a little, then ramp it back up. It's been pretty good, and my lower back is getting over the fatigue some. As y'all can see here shortly, I'm doing some ab crunches with the band in between, and I think that helps mitigate some fatigue. I'm weighing back around 212, 213, getting a little fatter in my midsection. I can kind of feel it, but that's okay because we're trying to put on some quality muscle and some quality strength. I have it written down on my gym mirror to hit as a goal 405 for 10 on the RDL, so it looks like I am on the road to getting there, 4 or 5 times 2, and I think just working frequently with that weight, at least 1 to 2 times a week, I think I'll get there. I wonder what my hamstrings will look like when I can push around that weight for some reps, so I'm kind of excited. Today I want to talk to you guys about a cool story in the Bible that I had never heard before. Maybe that's because I wasn't paying attention in church, or it's just never been discussed. And it's a story in Judges chapter 12. We'll start around verse 5 and end in verse 6. And there is a conflict between the Ephraimites, which are people from Ephraim, a tribe, one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and they're beefing with the Gileadites, and that is a region east of the Jordan River. The Ephraimites are defeated by the Gileadites, and there are fugitives that are trying to cross the Jordan River. And it says, whenever a fugitive from Ephraim said, "Let me cross over," the Gileadites asked him, "Are you an Ephraimite?" If he answered no, they told him, "Please say Shibboleth." If he said Sibboleth, because he could not pronounce it correctly, they seized him and killed him at the fords of the Jordan. At that time, 42,000 from Ephraim died. The word Shibboleth is an old Hebrew word meaning an ear of corn or a river. And now the term Shibboleth means a custom distinguishing a class of people. And there are many examples of Shibboleths throughout history. There are several during the World War II time period. And when the Nazis were in the Netherlands, the Dutch people would have them pronounce the name of a town. Forgive me if I slaughter this. Scheveningen, to tell Germans apart from the Dutch people. And even the Nazis had a way of having the Russian Jews pronounce certain words because they could tell who they were by what they said, or more so how they said it. And it makes me think about the movie Inglourious Basterds, where there's that really intense scene where all the officers are in that tavern and the spies are in there that are not German, and the German officer is watching them so intensely, and he watches the other guy who's pretending to be German is watching him count on his fingers. And ultimately, he says, "I know you're not German because the way that you counted on your fingers is Michael Fassbender." It's just really cool, intense part. With me being from Louisiana and doing some travel nursing around the States, everybody is shocked to hear that I am from Louisiana because I don't have the French Cajun accent, and that's what they associate with being from Louisiana. So I don't have my Shibboleth because I'm from central northern Louisiana.
No, I can kind of fake
Texas.
it some and
I didn't need
hey,
my
Boudreaux, when you
coffees.
coming over from Mardi Gras, just
yeah,
remember.
you know,
But no matter
I'm
how much I
I'm
fake the Cajun or Southern accent, people who truly watch my life will know that I'm not a part of that culture. So to apply this to a current faith application, we can say that as Christians, our speech and what we say needs to be set apart from the world, that so people can tell by what we say that we are Christians and we don't just blend in. I struggle with trying to be funny, especially at work, and I can be sometimes crude or hurtful. And that's something I need to really work on because there are several scriptures on the power of words. Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Proverbs 12:18. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat of its fruits. So you can either have a ripe fruit, speaking life, or you can have a rotten fruit, speaking death. I think that if we, as Christians, guard our mouths and what we say, and not to just be phony, but to really express our love for God in loving others with our words, that sometimes we won't even have to tell people that we're Christians, and that we'll get opportunities to witness to people because they will want to know why we are so guarded in our mouths and don't talk like the world does, that they'll be able to separate us from the world, and that we don't slander, that we don't lie, that we don't say hateful or hurtful things, and they'll want that for themselves. And I've got so much room that I need to grow in that, because I can just be so goofy sometimes, and I would truly want to be set apart. So if you've made it far in the video, I thank you for watching. I ask you to subscribe. And if you don't know Christ, first and foremost, I hope that you would, and that you would desire to be set apart from the world, and to know that you have a Savior who has cleansed you of his sins. And if you do know Christ, I pray that this would just be a reminder for you to watch over what you say, and to know that people are looking and people are watching. And as Christians, it is our job and our duty to make the gospel not look like a burden, and to actually find joy in what we do and how we serve others. But thanks for watching again, and I hope you all have a great week. Hopefully I'm a little bit more consistent in posting.